Hey, I'm Al McGee with YETicket.com, and I'm here with Stephen Libowitz of the MovieNight.net. We're here to talk about this brand new film called 28 Years Later, directed by Danny Boyle. Now, don't get confused. He directed this one, but he also had another writer to write this one. And I think I can see the difference in his writing and this current writer who wrote this one. And also, he shot this one with a iPhone 15, but with a lot of attachments to it. I'm sure they did. And remember, 28 days later, he shot that one with a another digital camera at the time, a Canon. And I don't know if I can see the difference, but it looked very good on screen. So, Steve, what do you think about this film?
Well, I remember the first movie, 28 Days Later. It introduced us to the fast zombies. Like this was like a new movie, like had like a virus outbreak of people. They're not exactly dead, but they still have this rage virus takes over. But unlike other zombie movies where you have those slow walking zombies, this movie, the first movie, introduced like the fast running zombie. So that was it was like a new thing in terror. Now I gotta admit, I liked 28 Days Later. I wasn't a great fan of the second one, 28 Weeks Later. Now, 28 years later, it was not what I expected. Now, this one really is like real character story this time. It really focuses on this one family, a mother, son, and a mother, son, and a father. And at one point the son goes off with his father, and then he goes with his mother on this little mission, and it was a real interesting character study. Now, there's a lot of good horror moments on here. The opening sequence, terrifying, really terrifying. But and there's moments of terror, of course, and some good kills. But I mean, if you're a fan of the franchise, it may not give you what you expect because there's a lot of focus on the characters, which I liked. Horror fans may like it, and they may like, hey, I want more kills. So this one's, I don't know how this one's going to perform, Al.
Yeah, and that's what I said. I thought it was a little bit too much of the characters. Yeah, I'm just like you. I the characters we got Jamie, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson. Then he has a 12-year-old son named Spike, played by Alfie Williams. And of course, they went out. He wanted to try to teach his 12-year-old how to kill zombie. They had to go to the mainland because they on a little island themselves, protected by the ocean and things like that. And he also has a mom. Her name is Ayla, and she's sick, played by Jodie Comer. And we are only focused on these three characters. Now, there's other people on the island. I don't know how interesting they are because they really didn't, you know, uh, talk about them or show them in the film. And then later on, Spike wants to get his mother saved, so they go try to find this doctor. And I'm just surprised who plays the doctor. Man, I am really surprised that this actor, he's in this film. And I thought he did a very good job playing the doctor. But I got bored watching these three characters, especially the mom and the son, because it didn't tell a lot about what's really going on. There were some things in there to tell you what's going on, but you had to read about it. You really couldn't see it. And also, with everything supposed to be going on with the zombies and things like that, they survive and they get to where they wanted to get to. And all of a sudden now we got this situation with these two characters.
Yeah, like I said, Alan, Alice, it's going to be. I said I don't know if horror fans are really going to embrace it. I did because I like something a little different. That's why you said this new writer Alice Garland took things a new direction. Danny Boyle just took directing opportunities this time. So there's some great kills. I mean, different kind of you find that there's different kind of zombies now. There's like these fat ones, that sort of crawl around. There's like fat, besides the the fast ones. I also have leaders called alphas now. So it's the new world where this takes place because basically the UK is just cut off from the rest of the world now. That while the rest of the world just lives their lives, the UK is just abandoned in this new life. Like I said, I understand why a lot of horror fans and you found it boring sometimes. I found it a little slow at times too. But overall, I thought this was a very interesting way to take the franchise. I don't know if there'll be more of them 28 decades later or whatever, but
Well, yeah, they are planning a sequel. It's already coming out. They plan for three of them altogether. And
well,
so
this is the third one. You think they're gonna be? You say
well,
there's
no, I'm
going to
talking
be?
about after this one.
Wow, that's something.
Yeah, they already planning that.
All
But
right,
I'm
I'll
this,
look. It'll be interesting to see. Like I said, and yeah, they do like set it up for a sequel. But I'll see that sequel for sure. I mean, hey, it's our job, whether I like it or not.
yeah, I'm going to see it. But for me personally, like I discussed before, they keep bringing out the same thing. This has happened before. We've seen many zombie movies and TV shows over the years, and they bringing out the same thing. And to me, there's no magic in coming from the movies these days because the same things keep going on and on and on. And I'm not impressed with zombies anymore. I think zombie movies for me don't excite me anymore. You can find many ways to kill them and make that a little bit exciting. But for me, the storyline was old, and I was not really interested in a zombie movie.
Yeah, it's
And
hard.
that's my disappointment for
No,
me.
it's hard to find something new. Like I said, I mean, the first one did something new. They made Fast Zombies. That wasn't done
Exactly.
before, so that was something brand new. But then, of course, now the Fast Zombies have been done to death. I mean, they even when like 2 years later, when they made remade Dawn of the Dead, they were Fast Zombies this time instead of just walking around a mall all slow. But that's why, and I guess I tried something different right now to make focus more on this character story, which, like I said, made some
Yeah.
horror fans say, "Hey, just give me kills." But so it's a hard balance. I enjoyed it based, even though it's not what I expected, but I understand why you were like super thrilled with it, and I don't know if horror fans will really embrace it or not.
No, I don't think they will. But younger fans will. They
I
will
don't know. Like
probably
the
embrace
younger
it.
fans also, I don't like
Who didn't
expect them
see
like these.
those, over 20 years ago. So they will embrace this, but not for me. And I'm going to rate this. I'm only going to give this two palm trees out of four. I mean, the storytelling was pretty good, but everything else, I wasn't that interested.
I'm in the same category almost. I'm giving it 2.5 swords. But
Oh,
so yeah, I mean, yeah, I still realized it wasn't great, but I still, I still did enjoy it from a writer's perspective and from like a character perspective, which you don't get too often in horror.
yeah.
All right, yeah, well, hey, always great to be online with you.
You too, man. 28 years later, they should have waited. All right, buddy. Thanks
This
a
is
lot.
your end.